Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wooly1169.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream and welcome back. We're Captain of Industry. When we were last here, we started to try to figure out how we want to design our train network. Two-way tracks, or dual tracks, I guess is the better way to put it. And what we needed to move in order to get it in where we wanted to put it in, which was some farming, some production factories, and the nuclear power plant. Mark, welcome in. So we moved the farms, and we decided to wait a bit on the processing factories, or production factories, and spend some time on nuclear, and decided to upgrade it, which means we have a bunch of stuff to finish. So I just finished, as far as the save is concerned, putting the expanded land here so that we can do we can put one of these boats in, or these shipping docks in over here, so we can bring in our nuclear stuff here. That just finished, so we can do that. That took a fair amount of time. Filling in an ocean that is that deep, minus 32 in some places here, all the way up to level 3, and then dirt on top of it, is a long and difficult process. You're done. Okay, good. In that case, let's take you out of there. I had them cleaning out this level of dirt here, and we just got that done as well. So, yep. We also started looking at how we might want to design a T intersection to be capable of having at least a straight-through bypass. Doing the bypasses for the left turns, the crisscrosses, not as easy, but at least a straight-through. We can do a bypass for that. So we may just do that in this one. We'll see how that works out. We can always do it flat and then add this in later, as long as we give ourselves that extra, almost a block of space, or actually almost 2 blocks of space on either side. So we'll have to see if we want to do that or not. But we can if we want. We don't have to if we don't want to. The sand mine is complaining, largely because I have 2 excavators and a bunch of trucks working here now. You're late, you're playing a new game. Oh, what were you playing? I think I want to build the bigger sorting plant here, because this one isn't keeping up with all the rock we're dumping on it, because it can only push through 240 at a time, and sometimes at least we're dumping a lot of rock on it. So I think we want to start with that and then continue on from there. So let's take a look at that one, this one, sort of this one. Right. Sort of this one. Put it, there, I guess. Mine Mogul, read this today. Have I looked at it? I did. I recognize the name, but I don't remember anything about it. Did I play that one? Did I do a demo of that one? I might have tried it and didn't like it for some reason, but I do recognize it. Somehow. Somewhere, some way. It's already complaining again. Okay, so what if we did... We got closer here. Although I don't want to get closer, because I'm going to need to take out more of this. So let's do something a little bit different with this. Let's move this one down to this end instead. And that means, of course, switching rock from here to here. We don't need iron here. We will need sand. Oh no, that was rock. Rock can stay over there. We need sand over here. And that goes here. And I think... Yeah, red. Okay, there we go. Okay, so put that back. Rock over here in A. Add sand. And put that on J. Not sure if I did a demo. I think I'd like it still. And controls are a bit clunky. Okay. I'll have to take a look again. I thought that it was something that I did, but could be something else that I'm thinking of, or who knows. Let's put this out a bit further here, maybe out to there. And then we'll take one of these belts this way into there. And this will be sand mine 2 sorting plant large. And go ahead and build that, please. And I should also remove the link here and import from this instead. So once we get this built, then we'll take this one down. You know what? Actually, let me take a look at it now because it's bothering me now. I could have sworn that I looked at that name. I did look at this one. Did I not demo this? I did not do the demo of this for some reason. I had it on my list. I tested it. I think it was because it was kind of rough and clunky that I didn't do a demo of it yet, but I did look at that one. So you're saying, let's see here. I lost my chat now. You're saying still a bit simple and controls are a bit clunky, but it's fun. Okay. Yeah, it was on my list during the last Next Fest, I think. I recognized it as soon as I looked at the little video there. All right, you all are here. Get this done. So the other thing we need to do, it's also very cheap. That's a good deal. Good deal. You can still play the demo, and its default price is $15 US, on sale 15% off. Yeah, that's pretty cheap. Okay, so then let's break this connection. Let you process through these materials, and then we will use this one instead. Processing. Production chain, no combat. Yeah, I did notice that at least. That was nice to see. This goes away, this goes away. That could actually go away then too. This should be fine the way that it is, I think. Probably. Yeah, we got to deal with this little bit of sand here, which is going to mean digging down a bit further. And then obviously a whole bunch of sand over here, which is getting processed. But I wanted to clear a little bit of this mountain area here first, and then go back into the sand, which is probably going to be a problem because this train... Oh, it's full. Okay, it's full. It means that we probably don't have any room to unload over here. No, we do. Who is confused and or stuck? Oh, it's because this, even though the train is done, no, these are empty. These modules are empty. Maybe these modules aren't full yet. Yeah, these modules aren't full yet. That's what's causing it. Okay, no problem. That's clear now. I think I will do a little bit of marking down here before we move out of this area. Just so that we have... Go all the way over there. Sure, why not? Just so we have all of that marked so I can come over here and do work on nuclear. So the first thing is, I want to do another one of these, but I think I want to do a larger one. I think I'm going to go with a 6 with the capacity to go to 8 later. Doesn't look like there's much sand left there. There's quite a bit, actually. If I do L here, you can see how much there is. There's quite a bit there. It's not extreme, but there's some there. So we'll get that out of there. But I wanted to do a little bit of cleanup over here so we could dig down further here. Yeah. Okay, so back to what I was doing. I was doing vehicle, cargo dock, and I want to do a 6. We can upgrade it to an 8 later, but I want to start with a 6 here. And I think I'm just going to put it... So I can't put it over here because it conflicts with the land because of weirdness. The closest I could get it would be right in there someplace. I think I'm just going to put it all the way over this way. Maybe not all the way over this way, but over this way someplace. Maybe we'll go like right there. Maybe we'll go like right there. I can make it an 8 later if we decide we want to make it bigger. I'm not going to build it yet or anything, but because that means we need to swap this. Whoa, that was a little bit of lag there. With this, I also want to flip this one and put it in somewhere over here. But I also need to leave room for a row of these buckets. So starting basically here-ish, a row of these buckets can go that way. So I can make this a little bit closer. Works for me. Let's go... something like that. I may move it up or down, but something like that. And then this can go in next to it. Yeah, that's a lot of lag. I was also taking a look at how much this is going to cost to build. So I built a bigger box of electronics and a bigger box of purples because this is going to be a bit expensive. This can go, I think, right in here kind of close. I think. We'll do our water extraction stuff here. That'll go into this. We should check all the math, all the numbers on this to make sure that we don't have an issue with throughputs. Actually, probably should do that sooner rather than later. Yeah, let's start here at the beginning. So, and then we have to bring in our whatever this is called, brine from over here, and we need to bring or need to send out our cleaned water back this way and into here. Bit expensive. Understatement. Yes, indeed. All right, so let's take a look here. Well, we'll get a bunch of stuff back as we tear this one down, but yeah, it's still going to be expensive. You need 108 in. I don't have that pipe there? Oh, I never connected that pipe up to either one of these. Whoopsie. Okay, well, we'll do that now. There and here. Since that's 108, that means that these are going to be outputting 36 each. That's only 72. So we still need this to be upgraded, but otherwise that's fine. And these ones will be fine at the lower level there. 6 of these filters coming in here, no big deal. 18 brine coming in, no big deal. 36 water going out, that won't be a big deal either. I think... Can I get that out this way? Or is that slag belt going to actually be in the way? It is. Can I do... I can. If I just go across there and just do that, I can. Okay. We'll go out like that. Figure it out from there. This one here also. Is that what I did over there? Yes. One also. Technically, though, those don't need to be that fast, but the whole thing should be at least from here, so we'll do the upgrade here. The other thing I could do is, for other reasons, I could do something like this. Upgrade this segment here. And then delete this one. No, I rotated it. Oopsie. Upgrade it and then rotate it back. There we go. That way it kind of tells me, hey, that's a throughput place. And then I guess I could do the same thing here. Upgrading this one. Just to kind of tell me, hey, there's a throughput here. But not the connector one underneath it. Not that these will ever be bust, like more feeding into it, but kind of just a thing. And then we have 60 slag going out of each one, which is here. I already have those at fast, which is not necessary, but necessary enough. So that should be fine. These here will take in a level 2 belt each of ore. We'll feed those in as we get this part ready. And then those will go in here. Out from there is another level 2 belt that gets split into these two guys, which is fine. They each take 36. That's good. We'll come back to that. Acids coming in here. We need to have 12 and 12. It's 48 plus 6 is 54. So a Mark 1 pipe should be fine for acid, but I see a problem here. This needs to be connected right here. Huh? Why you no connecto? Not find valid. You shouldn't need pillars there. Right there. Okay. Now, nope. Nope. Pillars. Why are you worrying about pillars? We're fine with it the way that it used to be. Delete that and delete this segment. And go here instead. Oh, it wants the pillar right there? No, don't do that. Raven, welcome in. Good to see you. Okay, that's fine though. Alright, well, whatever. And a spammer. Elf hat. How you doing, Raven? Go. So this comes in, that's backwards. Flip that around. So 54 should be fine here. We could speed this belt up a bit. Or this pipe. It's not a belt, it's a pipe. Up a bit if we wanted. I don't think it's necessary at 54. That's 90%. That should be fine. Let's see. What else is going on here? So those guys go into here. This spits out hydrofluoric acid. At 12, that's fine. It also needs 12 rock in. That's fine. And 3 slag out, which goes out here and meets up with the other slags to go out here. And the total slag output here is 60 and 60 and 3, although it's not even 3, so that's perfectly fine. Did you miss anything? Only a tiny bit. We did a little tweaking here in sand mining. We have a big sand sorter here now, and we swapped around this so that we can put in the large station over here because it won't go over here, as we predicted last time. So right now we're checking numbers on the nuclear processing, the uranium processing, and then we'll be able to start building all of this, I think. Probably. TM. Okay, so you guys are opening the 36 each. That's 72. That's that. We got that already. You're all caught up. Awesome. 12 acid. Yeah, that's fine. We already did the acid calculation. 6 yellow cake times 2 is 12. That gets split 4 different ways. There's also 4 acid coming in here. That's fine. The same thing on this side, of course. And then here, these guys are outputting a half of one of these enriched uraniums. Those are getting chugged along this line and going into this. Hailstorm, welcome in as well. And then they're also outputting 2.5 depleted uranium. Times 8 is 20, which is perfectly fine for one of these belts singularly. Great. Math is working out great so far, everybody. Coming down here, these guys need those 2 each, so that's fine, and 1 steel each, just coming in from here, which I may move again. I have a thought on that. We'll take care of that in a little bit. And then outputting uranium rods. What I want to do here is put in a unit storage 2 for this, shared between the 2, like that, and then put in a thing here. That way we can buffer this up just a little bit if needed. That'll be uranium rods right there. And then that'll come out from there and go into this, however we end up doing it. Don't know yet. We'll see how that works out. So that's good. And these should be perfectly fine the way they are, because they're 2 separate isolated units. We just need to bring in the water for them. That's going to be, let's see. Shit. What did we have over here? Not there, but here. Wait, we have 1 seawater pump for each one. That's 15 times 8. Well, any more people? Yes, almost certainly. 120. There. Wait, 120 seawater? That's not enough. But we're not using that fully. Right, because... Come back over here. Now that I've seen what I needed to see, we're fine. Yeah, I'll need more people for sure for this. Maybe we'll be shutting down one of these plants over here, this one over here, but not immediately. So yeah, we should probably do this. Give me 2 of these. I don't know how many we're going to need, but give me 2 of them. I want to unpause the beacon. And I want to pause the natural growth so that we get most of our people via the beacon while we're kind of waiting. Good call there. Figured you'd ask. I appreciate it. I may turn the natural growth back on a little bit, off and on, but I want to get as many people in via the beacon as we can because they bring stuff with them. This. So we are producing 96 steam. 96 steam goes into this, comes out as 96 steam into here, depleted steam eventually here. That makes 72 water. But this is not 96 steam. This is 96 times 4 steam. So it's 72 times 4 water, which is 288. That comes out here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's not right either. But yes, it is. It's 288 water. We need to have, though, 4 times 96. So we need to, what's 96 minus 72? 24 times 4. We're 96 water short. In order to make 96 water, we only need 3 of these. Really. But actually we need more because then they're going to use some depleted steam to make that. Right, that's the complication. Make sure these numbers all work out right. So in order to make that, that means in order to make 96, I need to take away about 96, about 72 depleted steam. Just under 72, it's like 70 depleted steam. But by taking away about that much depleted steam, that means I'm losing like 60, 50 something water, which means a little bit more, which means a little bit less, which means a little bit more, and that's math that I don't want to do in my life anymore. So I might need more than 2 water extractors for this, seawater extractors for this, but I think it'll be okay. Let's also pretend this is in a good spot. Whether it is or not, I don't know. And let's build cargo thingies here. We want loose modules large. Yeah, it's probably fine. And then we want to have some large buckets, at least the 3s for right now. Always upgrade them later. That's a bit close. Yeah, we're going to have to push this out a bit. Okay, let's push you out a bit. I'm going to leave that bucket there as a hint/reminder that I want to push this out a bit more here. It will stop right there. Yeah, that'll do. And then we'll push this out a bit there too. Okay, and then what? This gets set to import uranium, V, and paste all that, and then we can always upgrade this to an 8 and add the extra on here. Let's see. We need U-shaped balancer. I'm gonna put it over here. Actually, I'm gonna put it right in there, I think. Right in there, I think. This will be 72 and 72. I think I'll do all Mark II conveyors here. Not that much. Over here, please. What the hell? Oh. Okay. Here, please. And then these two will come out from here. I should actually move this out a bit more, because I should make this big enough that I can put a ramp in here. Yeah, so I need to go out at least at least 4 more spaces here. Okay. You come with me. I hit that one right? I did. Nice. I went out 8 spaces. This here, because I want this closer, I think. Yeah. Let's do this here. And then 2 of these. Let's do this one first. You come out that far. And then go here. And then go there. There. And this one can come this way. There. Okay. Does that mean that I want to move this up a bit too? Eh. Let's see. This is the water out. We also have to have the seawater in. Underneath that, I guess. Underneath that. Find the right level for it here. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we can do this. Or brine, not seawater. I go there and across, or will that be... That conflicts there. I could go on the same level and then change it later. Shift it later, that is. So go this way, drop it there. You can come in here, and then we'll bring one of them down 1 level, or up 1 level, to bring it over here. Yeah, let's push this out a bit, just so that we can put a straight path through. Bridges right there. All right. So let's go ahead and build this part to get us started. Make it so. We'll have to bring in hydrogen eventually here. I don't want to get another boat. I want to use this one, so I'm probably going to have to figure out how to separate this boat from this dock. Maybe I have to delete that dock. Yeah, maybe. So we'll end up with one of these here, one of these there, one of these here. I could bring them all together, make that simpler, I guess. How much possible seawater are we going to need? 15 times 8 times 2, which is 240. But it's not going to be that much. So that might be okay just to have them be singles still. How much sailing do I have? Not enough workers. Yeah. Okay, let's turn... Where am I at? Where am I at? Here we are. Turn this back on for a little bit till we balance out the workers we need. And then we can go from there. How much sailing is this again? 6 times 8 times 2, so each of these is 48. That's fine. We need waste management, liquid dump here. There. And that'll be brine. Nope. There. Oh yeah, bringing in lots of workers. I might need more than that, even. But then we're going to have a lot left over. Oof, that's all right. We probably have to rebalance our food. Then chew. Need to hire some temporary workers and then not have them replaced. So I think in order to move this ship from here to the other dock, which I think we can probably get by with doing now, is to pause it, delete this dock, and then it'll reappear over here. I think. He thinks. So this, we need those water extractor thingies. Yep, I know, but I have to have them both running for a little while, otherwise I run out of power. Power. Dark side. Oh, I should have built these. Oopsie. You, and you, please. Already up. Is here. To there. These guys can go out. Oh, actually, I need to do something with these first. I could take it from here, even. Yeah, I'm going to take it from there, even. These guys can go out like that. Excellent. Like this. Excellent. If I time it all right, it might be all right. Maybe I should bring in another ship. Yeah, let's do another ship. That's over here someplace. You, I think. I have one too few red construction materials. Well, make one. Going on there. Electronics. No. Alright, there we go. Have them now. Alright, so that means you have now a place to go, and you can e-brake on into there. So the other thing I need to do, which I need more workers to do, is to... do this, please. Is to... something. Oh, iron mine needs work. Okay. What kind of atrocity did I do here? And I need to go back out to the world map here and step up this production. To at least, let's go to level 5. I upgraded this twice, and I'm out of workers again. That's fine. We'll get another batch of workers in just a second, and then we can shut off natural growth again, I think. Because this generates... I saw it somewhere. Here. 0.3%, which is 18 every however often. So that's good. And that was basically all my housing. I'm going to need to do at least one more housing district here. At least one more. Because this is still bigger. This is twice as big as what we're going to shut down over here. So we're going to still need more people. Oh, the ship made it back already. Excellent. I'm going to let it run down the diesel, and then we'll switch it over to hydrogen. But it's going to take a while because it's got to go out and pick all that up. Next level housing, I'm already there. You can have as many of them as you want, but I'm already at the max level. However, in the research tree, way here at the end, where we're almost 2, there is a housing capacity bonus. You can increase housing capacity by 5% per research. But these are those infinite researches that grow exponentially or whatever, so you don't want to do a ridiculous amount of them, but we can increase our housing capacity that way. So we need to have some of this up and running. Let's see, I want to do one of these. I think I don't need to do one of those. Take it here, and I want to go... There. And then this will go, actually just go straight on over to here. Connect in with this thing here. And then I need to do the same with you. Come out to here. Connect across to that one. And this should be a priority out here, and this one should be a priority out here, so that the saline goes this way first and fills into that. Which means that I need to build some of this over here. I was waiting for people to come in, which we got a few. Waiting for people to come in because we need to build at least parts of this. Let's go ahead and build this. And build... Need to get some steam in here, though. Which I didn't need to build this other half. That's fine. Yeah, I'm going to need depleted steam in order to make this work. Means I'll need this running in order to make this work. This needs to move up. Oh crap, this needs to move up. There. What did I say this was? 20? Yeah, that's fine. Nope, U-shape lift. Build all the pipes and belts first like I usually do? Probably. EM. There, and then... There. Yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I? Just so that we don't have issues with that later. Not much in the way of belts here, though, at least. It's mostly a pipe factory here. How to get depleted steam? Well, I could bring in some... I could make some regular steam here for a little bit, just to get this thing going. The issue is going to be that I don't have a way to spend the water that's coming out of this then. It's not great. You're crushing. You need acid. You have acid. Oh, I didn't build the acid pipe. How did I miss that? Built this whole damn thing. Thought. But that got broken again. How the heck did that get broken again? I don't know. The acid's flowing now, though. But this isn't going to make much because these are going to back up. Like, in no time. Blame Calidor. Sounds like a good plan to me. Oh, I didn't move that. I might still move it. We'll see. So, in addition to storing this stuff, we'll also need to store, at least buffer temporarily, this stuff. That's going to come out over here someplace. Missed 2 belts on the first part. Here someplace? You're talking about the belts here? I did though. Those got made. Oh, here. Yep. Let's do let's just do this. Yeah. This is already backed up. How do I want to handle that? Well, the way I handled it before was I put in some temporary tanks here. See, a pipe to nowhere, too. Remember, this one, this is water. I gotta figure out a way to deal with that yet. This won't last long, though. Because it's got to be tied into this whole thing. So I have to figure out how I'm going to handle that. And I was hoping to at least get some of this made. I think what I'll do is... Let's pause for a second. Alright, so I'm going to have the trucks bring in some yellow cake from the other place there. I don't want to do the same on this side, actually. Pause here. That way I force all the yellow cake into just one set of these. It's going to mean production's going to be a little bit slower to start with. But that's okay. So they'll bring in some yellow cake from over there now. Take them a minute. Good. And you cannot make it round trip on that, right? Okay, good. In that case, let's replace you with an H. And as we get that flipped around, we'll bring in the H manually there. Later on, we can do something better with it, but I could bring in a tank, I guess. A little tank here. This one would be good. Build it. Let's do it. Alright, so you should have gotten all the yellow cakes. And you do the same thing here. There's any? There's none. Okay, good. Well, this is backwards. That's why it was none. Here we go. Fixed it. Nice. Accidents sometimes happen. Sometimes they work out. Alright, you're back. And you're a hydrogen one now. And you'll be bringing in hydrogen to here. And fueling up the ship that way. You won't go until we have 6 times 750 out there. That's why I only did 6. 4,500 out there ready to collect. That's fine because we need to get you fueled up a little bit anyway. And remember, it's competing still with this one. Actually, it's not because we paused this one. But we do need to keep an eye on this one. Because if these get too low, then we'll have to deal with it. Small tank holds 400, which is not quite a full ship load, but the ship's only using 247 per trip every 3 years. So, no. Yeah, every 6 months. So, it should be okay. Could be. Plus, we're not really bringing a whole lot in here, because we're not using a whole lot. Because these are full already, basically. That one is. I'll probably live to regret this, but can't fit that one in there. That's okay.
Nerd alert!
Nerd alert! It's okay, we'll just run one side. It'll be fine. So if we get enough of this produced, uranium rods produced, so that we can start this up, that would be awesome. Batman, how you doing? Today's nerd shirt is yellow inserter. How many workers are we still gonna need here? 4 times 6 is 24. None there, and 110. Factorio, yes. And then all of these. You guys need 2 each for each thing, although we don't have to necessarily fire them all up. Let's do this and that and these. And let's take this down to just 2 of these. Oopsie, wrong button. This button here. B and this. Yeah, 2 of those. 2 of these. And 2 of these. Those are fine. Those don't have any workers. That'll be no workers there, but 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 4 times 6 here. That takes 32 workers. And then we need 110. Well, that's good, Batman. A bit all right. Because I only have to fire this up to tick 1 to get this thing started. You're going to need some seed water in here, though, which means something. That means that I want to bring this pipe, which is carrying how much again? 72, over here. Let's go with a Mark II pipe. I'm going to do this in reverse. Max height from here to here, 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 and then into, oh, I saw it. Right there. That'll do. Alright, Graspian. Have a good lurk. Okay, it reversed the pipe then. That's good. Hoping would happen, but one can never tell. There and there. They're both going down, I hope. And then we want priority input on that as well. That one's backwards. Flippity. There we are. Okay, so we'll build this one, that one. That's good. All truck. Oh, we need to move the dirt. Any more zones labeled here then too? There, please. Oh, I missed it by 1. There, please. And this is backed up too. Dang it. More work to do. Let's see. I need a steel from here. One of you at least. I need you to come over here to this place. And you need to remove all of this because this is done. And we need to deal with this. I think that's correct. And this. Pause these two. Oh, I have to click them. I have trucks assigned here. I do. Let's get a few more in here. I missed one of those apparently. No, they're both paused. All right, good. Unity, this gets done sooner. That also requested a couple of trucks. It's fine. These are empty now. Delete. Delete. Reverse. Jonathan, welcome in. Shark Hat. We'll get that in just a minute. Let me get this set up. Unity, Unity. And then we'll just unpause this here. Howdy, howdy. Where the heck's that excavator at? Still trucking along? Yeah, still trucking along. Not banana. No. Not banana. Let's see. Shark Hat. Shark's gonna go up on top of the else pearly thing there. There we go. Didn't I Unity these? Insufficient materials. Oh. Well, that's sad. All right. We got some more people in here. Keep going with that idea. The holiday season. These, I think, took all of those, if I remember correctly. No, they took purples. These? No, those are purples. These are yellows. I'm going to pause this for a bit. At half. The holdup is these guys, and their holdup is these guys. Because I used a bunch of electronics. Yeah. The shark has eaten the elf. Almost. Yes, almost. Now let's do this as well. Just deleted a huge belt, so now I can build a bunch of belts with Unity. There we go. Alright, this can be deleted too, and this, and that, and this. Fine. Another one of these can go in here. And that can be built whenever. I got you stuck. I'm sorry. Okay. How's this going? Oh, these are what's using the reds. Yeah, these here. Okay. The stuff that's still being built is what's using them. Huh. You don't say. I suppose I should have probably upgraded and made a bunch more of these as well. Because I used a bunch to bring that ship in that I wasn't counting on. But oh well. I'll do that at some point in the future. We'll upgrade this to a large box. Actually, let's do that. Just set it at half for right now. That way it'll stop at half when it's big. And that'll be fine. Then I can expand that as I have sort of production space and things. Okay, so this is going nearly done. Then we just need to bring in seed water. I keep forgetting about seed water. Let's see, do I have a water requester bucket somewhere around? Yes, I do, but somewhere. Here. And I'm just going to put that in here. You just seed it that way. That'll just go in through here and get into this part of the system. We'll make the steam. It'll get pushed out through here. Then we can start processing this yellow. Mellow yellow. But I wanted a bunch of these made up, which we do have a bunch made up now. So I need a belt taking care of those. That'll come out here, and I'm going to keep it on the floor. Yeah. Keep it on the floor. And that goes in here. In there. You may make it so. Make it so. Then these guys need lifts. A flat lift. Here. Here. That can come together. We're going to end up making 4 times a half from each one. So that'll be 8 times a half, which is 4. And those will go into here. Now, welcome back, Graspian. Now, what I want to do, though, that also takes workers, which I forgot about. What I want to do, though, I might end up changing this a bit. But what I want to do is... Difficult. There. I want to move Want to move this also over here, which should be fine, more or less. We'll just output those into this. This can take up to 8. We're only going to be producing half that much. Obviously, we have this stuff coming out too, going into here. Basically, just move this whole thing over here as well. And if I wanted to be clever, I could just take the Mox rods from this and feed them into here, even on priority, and run this reactor with both. Then I would need to sort the fuel coming, or the rods coming out, the waste coming out. But we could do that. And then I wouldn't even need this reactor anymore. Do I want to do that? Maybe. Maybe. We're only running this one at level 1. By upgrading this all the way, we'll be producing 4 of these, which means we'll be making, what's the key one here? Green. Half of one of these, half of plutonium, yields 1 Mox rod, which means we'll be able to step this up to level 2. If I deleted this reactor here, and you did it all with the primary reactor, I would be going from... Some more refugees in, by the way. I would be going from... You know what? Actually, let's not do the refugee thing. Let's pause that. Let's do the natural growth thing again. And do this. I'd be going from 8 of these, or on each side, plus 2, so 10 of these, which is 150 megawatts, to 16. If I leave that in place and ship the Mox rods over there, I'll be going to 20. Which is 300 megawatts. So it's either 16 times 15, which is 240. And have it be a simpler, less people system. Or keep it the way that it is and get a little bit more power out of it. Not that I know of, no. No issue. We could test it a little bit, or look. Actually, wait a minute. Can I do it? Yeah, I can do it. Same thing here. It just takes either one. There's no way to sort that, though, which is kind of weird. Mox rods are on the top, though, which is the way that I would want it, but you can't drag and drop these, which is weird. But no, the only issue is what comes out. We'd have to sort what comes out here so that the spent Mox continued along into another storage. And that this spent fuel went into the processing system that we're talking about. So, not really. No problem that I know of, at least. But it just depends on if I want to keep all this infrastructure here to get an extra 60 megawatts out of it. I mean, that's... And I don't even need all this infrastructure. I could take down half of this, but that's... it would be 4... 2, 4, 6, 8 times 2, that's 16 people, plus 110 people, plus, well, those would have to be there anyway, plus 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 32. I forgot where I was at already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 16, 126, and then 4 times 8 is 32. That's 158. Yeah, it's a bit out of the way over here. The advantage is just that extra 60 megawatts. But is the number of people that I'm spending here worth that 60 megawatts? And I don't think it is. I don't think they are. So I think we plan for that, but we don't do it right away because, oh God. But we plan for that. So copy this to that too, and that'll do for now. Oh, we're good now to build this. Unpause that. Go ahead and build it. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, that's fine. And then let's do this. Be careful, Wally. Be careful. Do that. Just to make sure I didn't miss anything. And then this and that. You're good there. Those are fine the way they are because those are feeding in. Yep. Let's do this. And as soon as this is built, which needs another 31 reds. And this is built, of course. We can start this thing up. You should have seeded in water. You did. That's going to go all the way down here and get fed into that. And then we'll just shut this off. Once the time comes, we'll shut this off. So what we'll do this in phases a little bit. We'll move this, or rebuild it rather, over here. All this freaking waste is just going to sit here because I'm not going to do anything with it. How are you doing, by the way? Oh no, we're dry. Oh no, we're dry. Alright, this needs to get going fast because we're down to our last few rods. Unless I let you bring in... Let's bring another load. Go get another load, please. Just in case. Just in case. We do have... Each of these has 40 rods in the reactor, so we're doing okay. Because there's harmony sitting here on the belt too. But, yeah. Do another load. I didn't do any math on this, although I guess I can easily enough. 72 ore becomes 2 rods. Not enough workers. We're short by 8, you say. That's fine. I can pause a couple of these, because we're not going to use them all anyway. Actually, I could pause 4 of them. Because we're not going to use them all anyway, because we have half of this paused, so that means half of this can be paused. Alright, you pull down the water. That's because you filled this up. Let's start this up. See what happens. It happened the first time we started up the first one, so it could happen. We're making steam. Steam's going in here. Turning the turbines. Turning that. Go here, turn that. Those will come out here. That steam will come into here first because we have this priority system here. That means we'll be making that into water and saline. I think this is a priority, right? Yeah, it's priority there. Making the water and the saline. Meanwhile, you've still got plenty of water. That's good because this is providing some water. These guys will be providing their waters. I did prioritize that output. That saline's coming this way, which means that we'll be turning that into... There we go. Turning it into more water here. Yeah, the saline... Or the steam comes out of here and makes this water here. But that water is deprioritized under this. So once these kind of get balanced a bit, then things work out fine, I think. This is working now. Good. Good. You've washed a bit too, I assume? Yeah, looks like you have. We'll eventually flip these storages around. And, things will happen. I think we're safe, though, to unpause that belt and this belt. You're the one with the alarm, right? No, I didn't put an alarm on you. But let's make a copy of this first. Put it there. Then I'll go get the alarm. which is this one. V. And paste that one there. That way that has the alarm. So that it will tell us when we have too much stuff. Yeah. And then we just need this to get built. But the rods can sit on the belt for a while. The fuel, the spent fuel can sit on the belt for a little while. Yeah, there it goes anyways. And we can hold 2,400 in here, so we'll be fine. We'll be able to process twice as much as this whole thing will make in the end anyways. We're 2 workers over. I can pause. Oopsie. This. Still 1 worker. But you need to be paused again anyways. And there's our workers. 22 of them right there. All right, good. Did you dump that stuff in the ocean? Yes, you can. Or in a pile someplace. Yes, you can. Yes. You can. Because it's anything pourable. Anything in a loose storage you can dump. I just don't want to do that. Because we'll be able to use it, I think, when we do the breeder reactor. But even if we don't, then I'm going to want to put it somewhere off in the distance. All right, so I have a lot of uranium ore here now. Oopsie. So we'll want to wait for that. Those poor Calidorns. Yes, indeed. I want to let this burn down then, I guess. Burn down. But we can start shutting it down as this gets used up. That'll be fine. I shouldn't have let it run so many times. Wasn't paying attention. So I'm going to leave these here and we'll flip them around and start using this stuff later. You need more saline. Yeah, you need more saline. That's how Calidorn became. Oh. Good head cannon there. Or brine, rather. Let's turn this off now. I think we're good. And the more of this we do, the more dangerous it becomes, actually. Because these are filling up here because reasons. So, yeah. Actually, only this one is, because that one's connected to the other half. Right? Yeah, it's connected to this back half, actually. How you doing? Doing all right? All right. All right. Melt the uranium over? Yeah, I could do that. I could also just have the trucks pick it up. Carry it over. You're talking about this, or are you talking about this stuff? Oh, this ore. Yeah, we could. Could. Ugh. Could. Yeah. Could. I'm going to do that, though. I'm going to take it near the ocean. Maybe not that far. No, not that far. Go like here. And then I need to figure out where I can do this. I'm not going to bother with lifts, so we'll just do a little Humpty Hump. Yeah. Okay, how expensive is that? 123. Workers? Yeah, just one. Cheap ass. So we could delete this, though. Cargo depot. Because these are all empty, right? Get out of the way. Get Out. Yeah, we could delete this. It won't let me delete it till those are gone. That's fine. We'll waste a little bit of hydrogen there, but it'll be all right. You people come and get this, please. Thank you. That can go. And I don't care how this is split, I don't think. I mean, I'm fine with it still processing here and still keeping these guys running. Although they are depleting, we have to keep them above 16. That could become a problem, but I think we're ready to fire this thing up a little bit more. Actually, I only needed 2 of these even. Yeah. Level 2. Engage. What's wrong with the acid? Ah, dang it. Pipes. Pipes. There we go. Give me more cake. More cake. How's the food looking? Didn't look. 34 months. It was at 40 before, but we could potentially use some more corn and cake. And band-aids are messed up again. I did turn that down, so let's turn that back up again. Unity, this, that, one of these, that, one of these, one of those, and that, I think. Cake and, what did I say? Corn. Corn's going to be tough, because I think we're maxed out on corn production. No, we're not. Now we are. Saturday? Not Saturday yet. Saturday. Saturday. It's not even Saturday in Oz. Yet. Oh. That's probably what it is. This is not going to do a whole lot because we got to actually process this stuff faster. What's your problem? Outputs are full of this stuff because we need more. We need more brine. More brine. Oh, something else, not a new hat. Yeah, Brian's slowing us down here. Alright, well, it is what it is. I don't know what that alert was. Okay, this is empty now. When you stop... Maybe you won't stop. Hold on then. I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna reverse this belt. Take these guys out now. I want to max this out. Why did that stop there? Should have gone into that. Oh, that's why. Okay, you can reverse now. Unpause this, go green, and then reverse it. And then unpause it again. That way it processes what's in here, and then once more, and then it's completely broken even. Done. That way I don't have to truck over uranium. Oh, that pulled some out of there. That's fine. Don't care. Now the next question is... Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing here. Nah. Dude. You don't need to go in there with that. It's fine. We'll get this cleaned up in a minute. Okay. The other thing we need to do is we need to get this ready to go. So let's get this other one going. We can spin this up all the way. Because once these guys run out, we're dead. Dead in the water. This and this. Go bye-bye. Somehow I have just a tiny bit of uranium or powder left. 36. Oh, that's fine, actually. I just need to get that out of there. Just fine also. Let's delete that one. And they should deliver it here, maybe. Maybe. We should be fine with acid. We should be fine with steel on the belt. This is rock in. We should be fine with that. This is that in. We should be fine with that. We'll get one more process out of this, basically. Ooh, crazy idea time. Crazy idea time. If I put this in over here someplace, and I do this. No. Wrong button. There. I gotta delete this at some point. So I can delete that then. I know. Alright, well, fine. This gets deleted. You're just about done with that. That's good. Let's plan another one of these. 2. We good? Where are you all trying to go? You're all trying to go there. Really? All right. Yeah, let's do crazy. There we go. Unity that. Delete a guy, this. And that should let them come and talk to this now, I think. Unity that. Maybe? What are you trying to bring in here? Acid? Well, there's what you needed there. That's good. Turn that off. Shut up, everybody. Delete that. Delete this. Delete some of this. That all? Nope, not all the way there yet. Alright. There. There. Something. Alright, so you spit out what you got to spit out there. So you're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. Oops. Unity that stupid loop. Flush that out, please. Cancel deconstruction on that, please. Bring that stuff back. And get this out of there. Oopsie. Delete this guy. I think I'm okay with that. I am. So, you, here, there, back to this effort here. This pipe is paused, so I can unpause these things. Have we accumulated any more here? We have not. Oh, but they're all in the belt. Okay, so this only... Oh, so there's 40 of each. Right, that's why. So we're backing up on the belt here, which means I can turn this up in a moment. Not yet. Not yet. How close are you guys? Yeah, you're getting there. You're getting there. You're deleting that. This can be deleted now? Yeah. Delete that now. Delete this pipe, this stupid... Really? Oh well. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Delete that. Actually, wait a minute. Don't delete this. Drain this. There's a bunch of brine in this pipe. And if we can drain it and help our other efforts, then I think I'll do that. Do this. Slag is done. Delete that. Delete this and that. Delete this and that. And this and that one too, probably. Rock is done. Delete this. Delete that pipe there too. This one here. This one there. Got it. And delete that. We should be pretty close to done on steel. Addicted, welcome in. We are tearing this sucker down. Let's see, you're empty. Empty, empty, not empty. There we are. So this gets deleted, and we can bring in that stuff for here. This can go, this can go, this can go, all of this can go. Look at all these extra people. Yeah, I know it. This water pipe can go. This little stubby pipe can go. This can go, that can go, this can go. You're still trying to empty that out. That's fine. Time to build extra stuff. And we'll want the wiggle room. It'll be fine. We're going to have even more because we're going to have 80 times 2 when we get to this. We should be able to go, right? Unpause this pipe. And go to full power. Did you get what you needed there? No. You may not be able to get there, though, either. That could be a part of the problem. That's that stuff, so I don't want to get there. No, they should be able to. Delete this pipe. Delete this belt. This belt. This pipe. That belt. You did get it. Okay, good. Excellent. Processing. Processing. This steel belt can go now. Did I? Did not. There we go. Bring the brine in here, please. I can fill these up. I don't care. And these just wound down. Okay. I want to allow delivery of fuel rods to this box. It's a shame we can't pave the world. Yeah, we're kind of doing that. Just takes a long time in this game. Alright, so this is shut down. I mean, not all of it yet, but nearly there. This could be deleted. That could be deleted. You just finished. That means you're finished as well. Almost finished. Just takes lots of concrete. Yeah, well, we can actually use concrete too. Yeah. What did I have these at? Priority of 10. I think these are at the wrong priority level. I think they were at 9 because I think this is at 9. Where the hell am I? Over here? No, those are at 10. Okay, well, never mind then. Don't care. Let's see here. You have spun down slow enough that it doesn't matter anymore. You're out of power. You're out of power. This should all be able to be deleted now, I think. Delete this big swath of stuff. You and you. All of this here. I did have 2 of those here. That stays. I might end up needing a second one of these. You know what I didn't do here? Oopsie. I didn't unpause these. Hopefully everything was going to be okay here. No meltdowns yet. It's good. This can go. Actually, all this can go. That can go now. That can go. All of this can go, right? All of this here. This belt here. This should be empty. Hiccups. This is empty. This all can go then too. This can go here. I don't know what we do with all this shit. That can all go. Something you wish you could do in Satisfactory is pause blueprints? Yeah. That would be nice. This water can go who cares where. That brine is loading in kind of slowly. That's fine. Once it's all drained into here, we'll be happy. Happy. Joy, joy. All right, we're at full tilt on one reactor. Now remember, we have another reactor to build yet. Do we have the stuff to build this reactor? Great question, Wally. Why, thank you, Wally. Yes, we actually do. Nothing's red, so let's build it. Do the whole damn thing. Don't care. I'll have to wait to turn it on anyways, so. I'll cross-connect some of the steam here, temporarily. We pull some steam off of this one to get this one started. Oh. Oh, shite. This cannot process all that trash fast enough. How much trash are we friggin' making? Where was it that I saw that? Oh, I know where I saw that. That was here. Wait, how did our consumption go to 0? We're producing, we'll call it 240. Wait, what's going on with the water here? Oh, that's what's going on with water. I deleted the shared hydrogen bucket here. Oopsie. Let's do... Yeah, screw it. Just put it there. Unity build that, please. Didn't have any water.
Oof.
Uh-huh. How much trash are we capable of consuming? So we're turning 240. Calculator, where'd you go? 240 divided by 72 times 24 is 80. We are capable of consuming 96. Oof, oof, oof. Yeah. Bring that in, please. Stat. But there's not a Unity button here to... Oh, those trucks. Where are they going? Oh, I know where they're going. They're going here. Or something. Stuff. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Luckily, I gave myself a little bit of buffer here. What I'm going to just put an alarm on this. Notify if greater than 25% full. Yeah, because I'm going to actually maybe make it 50%. I'm going to take this back down. Eventually. But, yeah. I can process 72 times 4, which is 288. We're making 240 waste at the moment. And I know it's alarming. It's fine. Don't be alarmed. Alright, you make water, please. Get rid of recipes here. Need. Make them water. Suppose I could reclaim that 36 steam. All right, have a good night, Raven. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you. If I did small cooling tower, no, I'd have to use a large Santa hat. Pile that on top here. There it is. There you are. 36 steam would turn into 24 water. Could. Could. Is it worth it? Take the shark head off? Alright. Alrighty. Well, that was fun. Love when a plan doesn't come together. That should come down pretty quickly now. Well, maybe not quickly, but it should come down. Now you're going to bed? Alrighty. Have a good night, Raven. I appreciate coming by. You know, if we could get rid of some of this biomass faster, that would be better too. But if we had water, we could have gotten rid of it faster that way. So there is that. Now that we have water, we'll be in a better place. And then also we... there's this. That we didn't have enough settlement water either. We're producing 174. We're producing too much wastewater. We're going to have to deal with that. Dang it. Yeah, I was going to eventually rebuild that. But you see how those things happen. That gets deleted. This gets deleted. Yeah, this can be deleted now. Yes, I could belt it over. It's just one of those things. This is going to make me nervous because I don't want these guys to get overwhelmed by this. If I do that, and I downgrade this belt pipe, Unity that please, and then we flip it. Then at least only 60 can come through here, whereas this can handle all 72. Maybe it'll be fine. Same thing over here. Downgrade, Unity, and flip. Luckily, we've got a bit of a backlog here, so that's good too. Things get hairy. This will be spitting out a lot of water. This should be done, right? Yeah, this is done. That's done. This got built. We could start it up. Got its water supply. From here. We don't need to seed this with steam. Let's, go speed 1 here. Pause each set of these, or pair of these, like that. Winter is the most miserable time of year for you. Understandable, yeah. I'm not going to put this one up at full speed. We'll do this one at half speed for now. Yeah. Raspian. And this is going to get this filled up, ready to go. How's this water look? Or this, yeah, this brine look here. Okay. This got depleted pretty well already because it's a small tank. You guys doing all right? You're doing all right. You guys doing all right? You're doing all right. This one's going to take forever. That's okay, too. Once this is depleted, then we can... what else is going to go on? But, yeah. You all just keep cranking that out. That's good. So those rods that we had should have gone into that box. I hope they did. They didn't. I don't know what to do about it now. So now we need to rebuild this too. I think this should mostly be able to be a copy paste. But yeah. Should I go ahead and put this up to another tick? Or not bother? Go with not bother. How are you doing? Still doing all right? Yeah, you're doing all right. Wait, didn't I tell you to go work over here? Did you snag somebody else? You snagged somebody else. All right. Oh, I know who you snagged. I think no. Yes, you snagged the one that was working over here. That I turned off. Okay, that's fine. Waste. Is waste still okay? Coming down. Gonna come down very, very slowly. Because we're only processing 96, and right now we are accumulating whatever it was I said, 240, 80. So yeah, we're only processing like 16 extra per minute in game time or speed 1 time. Oh, I need to deal with this. Oopsie. There and there. That could have been problematic. Like, overheat problematic. I wish I knew how much this was running. How much water, how much seawater we were actually using. That's alright. Okay, that's fine now. Did your thing. That's good. Okay, so let's copy this over before we have too much of this saved up. Not that we're anywhere near close right now, but still copy this over. I forgot about the glass. No, it is what it is. So, how do I want to do this? We're making 4 of these. That's 1 of these. And these deplete pretty fast. 100 years. If we're making 1 of them per month, that's 12 per year. That's 1,200, so that's half this thing. If even at full speed here, it's even less in reality because we're not making that much. So, this is fine. Okay, so I'll need to take this out from here to go into here. Stuff from here goes into here. And then the end product comes all the way back down to here again. I think I'm going to want to do this like that, and then like... this somehow. This blue one goes in there. That kind of works out nice. I'll shift it a little bit, but that kind of works out nicely. This green one goes into here. This could be flipped easily enough. It should be. That. This goes into storage. Let's delete this and that. We don't need to lift this now. I'm not crisscrossing anything stupid like that. This goes like this. And then we also will need to have Mox waste storage here. This is Mox rods coming out here. I could move that. That could be down here. There's nothing that says I need to merge it in here. I just need to merge it in somewhere. That would be fine. I could bring these guys in closer somehow too. Alright, let's do this part here. I like this. I like this. I like this. More or less. I might actually shorten that by that, or I could even do it like that. Or I could pull it back into here. Hey Marshall, welcome in. Do like that. Also add one more space to shift this guy that way and make that straight build. Let's see. This here, I could take one of these out like that. That does a whole lot, but that could be brought in. I could rearrange this too, because this could go like here. This can go away. This can be shifted. That can be shifted. That can be shifted, and I can clean these belts up a bit. Let's see. You can go. There. Actually, they can go like this. And then I can do... how much of these things do we need? Tiny amounts because it's not even running that fast. So, U-shape 1. You go here. You go there. If I'm playing Mass Effect 3, nice. And this can be brought in that much. Yep, and I could even put it maybe over here instead. And this can have the same thing. That. That's better. Yeah, let's put one more space in here. Okay. You're going to be scrapping into recyclables and then repressing them. Not repressing, just pressing. That's fine. And then for here, we'll need to have one of those sorter thingies, which means I don't have enough space here, but that's fine. Can I move you? No, I cannot. Well, we won't feed the Mox rods in right away, so that'll be fine. But I'll need to make another... I'll need to shift that down that way. So this comes out and goes into here. So let's move this whole thing now a wee bit closer. I don't want it stupid close because I'm going to want to put a merger thingy in there. Maybe somewhere in that neighborhood. Down on the ground, then add the sorter. I guess. Could. But I also need to take this guy out, so... Yeah, I could. We're going to need these ones, and these are permanent. We don't have a way to process this stuff. That'll go in here. Yeah, let's do it. Always go up with the lift. Over to here, you mean? Yeah. Yep. Let's take it down right here. Just Unity that bastard. There. Take this out and that out. Unity those and that too while we're at it. And then this can go into that sorter that I didn't keep. There we are. Flippity, skippity, there we are. You are yellow. Waste. Oh, it's wrong sorter. Wrong sorter. Flat sorter. Yellow waste. Spent fuel. Here. You go there. You go there. You can get built the old-fashioned way because it'll just back up into this and wherever the hell, I don't care. And then we do a lift, as mentioned here. Flip to take that waste out of there, and that can go all the way over to here someplace. Flip. I'm going to have to move this over because trucks aren't going to be able to get in here with a belt there. So this needs to go to the now left some. That'll be enough. That's fine. I've got an alarm on you. I've got an alarm on you. This one will need to, obviously, as I mentioned, have extensions to it. That's fine. These will go into there. What am I missing? Anything? Did we build it? The only other thing that I'm missing... Where am I? No, wait. Am I missing? I need these. Build it, they will come. And these go... Not there. Here. Okay. That's fine. These here. And I think I might try to move this stuff over. Do that. Mox rods go in. They'll get burned first, presumably. That'll produce Mox waste, and then we'll have to deal with the Mox waste. Yeah. Alright, let's build it. And also start tearing apart this other one. Oh, this can be deleted. I must have copied instead of deleted it. And also start tearing apart this other one because we don't need it anymore. You need to accept truck deliveries because I'm going to delete this belt. You've done your thing. You're empty. You have... Yeah. And then those. All right, let's do this. And this. And this. I'm going to accept truck deliveries here, too. I can delete this one. And this Mox box is allowing for pickups, which I'm okay with right now, because I'm going to let them take some down to here, maybe? Do I care? No, actually I don't. Not enough maintenance. Oh, shoot. Maintenance 1. We need to deal with that. I paused. Before we deal with that, though, let's turn off pickups from this box. Maintenance 1, what are you short on? Or am I just using too much of it? Copper. Burned by the copper again. Shit. Is copper stuck? Copper's stuck because we're out of sand. Damn it. Fudge. Dig down. Here's some more. And then out into here some more. Well, that could have been a problem. I still have 2 excavators here? Yes, I do. Okay, good. Dig, 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 please. Where are you going? No, don't go there. Right here. Okay, that's good. You're coming out here too? Good. Focus on sand, please. Yeah. This sand is empty. This sand is empty. Here. This is not going to go well. Not going to go well at all. You still depleting? You are. Oh, okay, we're actually down below half now. And to make artificial sand, it won't work. We have to make it from quartz. For these recipes, copper, and for silicon, we have to use yellow sand. We cannot use gray sand. The only other way to make yellow sand is to pee in gray sand. No, wait. Is to turn quartz into sand. If we turn rock into sand, that's manufactured sand, and that doesn't work. That can only be used in concrete and filter media. Luckily, I have the difficulty setting turned on, where if we run out of maintenance, kind of just slows things down. Plus, we're only using half. Doesn't kill everything, which is good. Yeah, slows down. So, luckily, I'm cheating. That I really didn't want another death spiral. And I need to connect, almost forgot, need to connect this belt here. Actually, I think I'm going to put this lift over here. Like that. Take this out. Unity, because then I can put a ramp here, because I'll need to get back into here. Go there. We go here. Yeah. Setting worth taking, yes. They're going to start whining pretty quickly here about lack of maintenance for this or that. All I can do is hope these trains bring in the sand fast enough, and the trucks take the sand. Where are you going with that sand? Alright, I'll allow it. Take the sand either to here or to here as quickly as reasonable. We can make more copper. Okay, well that was our stupid nuclear rebuild that took an entire stream. I'm going to let the sand catch up a bit. We can tie this in next time. This will be fine, I think. Tie that in next time. We can start burning those instead, or in addition. I'm going to go ahead and turn this up to level 2. And unpause this, that, this, and that. And we'll see what happens with that. I'll deal with these somehow. This can be deleted also because they can just take those over to here to be continued to be stored. That's fine. I have no idea how that's going to do for resetting this counter. It'll probably reset that counter for all 500 and whatever of those. That's okay. And then I'm going to try to get these moved over there too, probably with a temporary belt. So we don't have them in two different spots. This I'm not going to bother moving, but these are in the way anyway. And we're going to have to move this. So next time, Jesus, next time we'll do our rebuilding of these things kind of here in the middle. And then we'll get that mainline rail through here. Oof. Next time space? No, I don't think so still. Oh, I figured something else out before we leave. I figured something else out off camera. If we set this to build infinitely, they will only make one for any and all rocket launch pads, one for their output, and then one in their internal queue buffer. They will not make them batshit. So in this case, since we only have one rocket silo launch pad, we're only going to have 1, 2, 3 of them made at any given time. Which is perfect. That's perfect. Next time we'll be playing Microtopia. Oh, jeez. Okay, so we have -2 growth here. What's going on with that? Radiation. We had a meltdown? Or is it because they're grabbing these things? Because Microtopia is much easier. That could have been. I'm not sure. It's back up now, or radiation's gone. So I'm not sure what happened. Not sure at all what happened. But we'll let that go, and we'll deal with this all the next time, I guess. Yeah, that filled up sand, so we should be okay on sand. Should TM be okay on sand? Be okay? It'll be okay. We getting copper in here now? I do have this on higher priority, I believe. Yeah, it's 8. Default's 9. So we're getting copper in here, which means we're getting maintenance, which means we'll be alive in a moment. That's good. All right, so yeah, let's leave this here. Next time, Mine Mogul. Yeah, we'll get it done. It's just complicated, but it's just I don't know. It's just math, not insanity. Let's raid Ogrimskar. He and Eris are playing Vintage Story. We'll raid them once again, see what they're up to, and all those things. We'll be back again on Saturday with some more of this. Also, in the meantime, check out the YouTube channel, where we started Flotsam for the first time again in like 5 or 6 years. Over there, because it hit 1.0, so you want to check that out. It's not rocket surgery. Kind of is. You want to check out Flotsam, though. It's a really good game. We played it a long time ago here on stream, before I was doing YouTube. And so we'll, we're doing it on YouTube this time. And then also come and join us on Discord. In addition to the usual chats and meme sharing and things, we also have community game night on Friday night. Flotsam was before your time. Yeah. So come and join us for that, because that's a good time as well. We play games that are cheap or free, easy to get into, easy to come on a week and miss a week if you need to. No big deal on that. And then, Sunday also, RV There Yet. Jeff, Lana, and I are playing. Hopefully IT will be able to join us. We'll see how that goes. So thank you all for coming tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for chatting and redeeming, and we will see you all again, if not for game night tomorrow night, then Saturday for more Captain of Industry. Have a good one. Bye for now.